A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 2, verses 23 to 28. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. One Sabbath day, he was walking through a field of ripe grain. As his disciples made a path, they pulled off heads of grain. The Pharisees told on them to Jesus, "Look, your disciples are breaking Sabbath rules." Jesus said, "Really? Haven't you ever read what David did when he was hungry along with those who were with him? How he entered the sanctuary and ate fresh bread off the altar, with chief priest Abiathar right there watching. Holy bread that no one but priests were allowed to eat, and handed it out to his companions." Then Jesus said, "The Sabbath was made to serve us. We weren't made to serve the Sabbath. The Son of Man is no yes man to the Sabbath. He is in charge." The Gospel of the Lord. Reflections on the Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 2, verses 23 to 28. Starting today till 25th of this month, all the Christian denominations around the world observe the week of prayer for Christian unity. Let us join the universal church, that we may grow into one family of God, sharing our faith in the one Lord Jesus. Sibling rivalry happens all times in our homes. The Pharisees in today's gospel confront Jesus because they're fellow Jews, but the disciples of Jesus have plucked some grain of wheat to eat on the Sabbath. They hold the master accountable for the wrongs of the disciples. "Your disciples broke the rules. Why? You are in big trouble." How often do we hear arguments in our church communities regarding the use of church premises or properties, and often the majority group believe that they should stop others from using it. It is not because they have any special advantage by preventing someone from using the church space that they object it or complain about it. I suspect this is because some people derive happiness in getting others into trouble, and therefore they complain. Somehow, I can't point my fingers at the Pharisees of today's gospel. Their behavior reminds me of the part of my wrong self, the part of me that tries to accuse others doing something wrong, that part of me that plays got you kind of attitude, that part of me that would consider myself better than the rest. It is that part of me that makes a big noise over some guys plucking and chewing grain as they pass through the field on the Sabbath. But Jesus uses the criticism by the Pharisees as an opportunity to talk about God's love for us. The Sabbath is a gift of God and not a burden imposed upon us. When it comes to things that affect human dignity and survival, the person is more important than the norm. It is up to us to carry it out in our daily life. Be like Jesus, attentive to the needs of our neighbors. By the way, before being a paparazzi of our brothers, let us remember the words of St. Francis de Sales. Before judging our neighbor, let us put him in our place and ourselves in his. And surely our judgment will then be right and charitable. The issue was not the plucking of grain on the Sabbath, but Jesus, the Son of Man, as the Lord of the Sabbath. Narrating the story of this dispute between the Pharisees and Jesus, Mark aims to teach his listeners the true identity of Jesus. Jesus is the Lord who brings us clarity of vision so that we could see with the heart and see beyond the prescriptions of the law.